Hello, my name is Amanda Smith and I'm the Director of Education here at the Art and Culture Center Hollywood. We wanted to create a video of our Free Arts Family Day project in case you weren't able to make it to the center to join us. Every month we do our Free Arts Family Day here at the center, featuring a different theme and a different activity for the whole family. So we hope if we didn't see you here in September that we'll see you another month. Before I tell you about the craft that we're going to do today, I want to tell you a little bit about the focus of what we're going to be talking about. So our theme this month focuses on the night sky. You've probably seen it before, right? Filled with billions and billions of stars. And sometimes when we look at those stars, we might see a pattern in it or an image. We call those images constellations. And you can see that word right here, constellation. Okay? And a constellation is the fancy word we have for those named images and patterns that we see in the night sky. Do you see an image or a pattern here? What about now? There you go. It's one of the dippers, which is a constellation. Again, a pattern. You can see the handle of the dipper and kind of the cup, right? And so throughout the years, people have been seeing these patterns or shapes or constellations in the night sky, and they've given names to them and identified them. This is only a small sampling of some of the ones that have been out there. So there are hundreds and hundreds in the sky. So for our art and craft project today, we wanted you to get a chance to make your own constellation. And in honor of International Peace Day, which is on September 21st, we thought what better way to commemorate that person or thing that brings us peace than to make a constellation. So if you want to come to the center, we will have kits of the supplies that you'll need to make this art or craft at home, and you can pick them up for free. But we've also made it pretty simple, so you can probably make this craft using things you already have at home. In the kit, you'll find a piece of black construction paper. You will find a simple white frame. Again, we've already prepped these for you, but if you have some thicker paper like cardstock or something at home and maybe an X-Acto knife or something to cut out the center space, you can easily make one of these at home on your own. A white crayon, you could also use silver, gold, a really light color, bright yellow, anything that'll show up on the black construction paper. Yeah, and a toothpick, okay? And if you don't have a toothpick, anything with a small, not too sharp edge to kind of poke a hole through the construction paper will work. Maybe like a dull sewing needle or something like that. The other things that you'll need that won't be included in the kit would be like a glue stick or some simple Elmer's glue or white glue, and a pair of scissors. We'll also be using some markers, okay? But you could also use crayons, colored pencils, whatever you like to color or draw with, all right? Now again, in honor of International Peace Day, what we want to be thinking about is who or what brings us peace. When I think about that, I think of my dog, because when I'm having a rough day, I can go home and pet him and he brings me peace. So what I first want to do is, using my frame, I'm going to place that over my piece of paper so I know the space that I have. And then in that space, that empty space left in that circle, I'm going to go ahead and draw just a simple outline of my dog or whoever inspires you to feel peaceful. And just like you saw with that Big Dipper, right, the constellations are usually a pretty simple line drawing, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm just going to keep to the big shapes of his body so that it's clear to see him. I'll do a little star as the eye, and then that's it. Okay, so there you go. There's my little dog, Ralphie. Okay, just a really simple little line drawing. All right, now you can set the constellation piece aside, and then you want to decorate your frame. Again, we're just going to use markers, but whatever you want. You could use stickers if you have them, paints if you feel like getting a little messy. Okay, and you're just going to decorate the border. All right, then you'll take your decorated border, let's say that this one was already finished, and you're going to want to glue it right around your drawing that you've already made, okay? So I'm just gonna use my glue stick. I'm gonna set the drawing aside so I don't get any glue on it. I'm gonna flip my frame over so that I'm just working on the white side. And then I usually, if I'm using a glue stick, will do this on a different surface that can get messy or get glue on it. I don't have to worry about it. So I'm just gonna put glue all around the edge. Then just place it again, right, so that your drawing is just right there in the center. Then press it along the sides to make sure it sticks. Put my cap on my glue stick so it doesn't dry out. And then just take my scissors, and then just really carefully cut that extra piece of black paper along the edge, okay? So now we have our very simple little drawing that's now just a nice framed drawing. We wanted to make it a constellation. We wanted to make it a night sky. So now what you'll need to do is taking your trusty toothpick or little poker. I'm just gonna very carefully hold the paper kind of tight in my hand, right? You might need an adult's help to do this. And I'm gonna take this and just very carefully, making sure not to hit my fingers, push it through, okay? So you can kind of see, I didn't put enough glue on my frame, but you should be able to see that toothpick kind of sticking out, right? So then you're just gonna go around, and wherever you'd like in that frame, so not on the border, right? Just inside, right? Inside the frame, I should say, right? You're gonna just put your different holes. You can do it inside the drawing that you did. You can do it on the outside, right? Because if we're thinking about the night sky, stars are everywhere. All right, so I'm gonna fill this up. So you just keep poking to your heart's content. Here's one that I've already made that's finished, right? And probably right now it looks pretty similar to the one I started making, right? But if I were to use some light, an idea with this is, since we're in Florida, you can use the actual light of the sun. So you could even take this and actually hang it in your window. We don't have any windows in the studio that we're in right now, so I'm just gonna use a flashlight to show you. But once you hold it up to that light, do you see? You see your stars? You've created your little night sky with your constellation highlighted in the middle. So you can go ahead and tape this up in your window and then let the sun stream through to light up your constellation. So again, we hope that you make it to the center. If you didn't make it to the center in September, maybe we'll see you at a future Family Day. We hold them every month, the third Sunday of the month. And if not, we hope that you enjoyed this craft, and maybe we'll see you in the future. So thanks so much, and have a great day. Hello, we just want to thank our fantastic funders, PNC and the City of Hollywood, for making another Free Arts Family Day possible. We couldn't do this or connect with our families the way that we do without your support. So thank you so much.